Welcome to my basic mechanical engineering playlist. Today I am going to discuss about barrel calorimeter. So let's see the outlines of the session. Definition of calorimeter. Next, types of calorimeters. Next, why dryness fraction is measured. Next, principle of the barrel calorimeter. Next, working of barrel calorimeter. And at last, limitation of barrel calorimeter. So let's see the first one, definition of calorimeter. Apparatus, or you can say device, used for determining dryness fraction of steam is called as calorimeter. So very simple, it is a device to determine dryness fraction of steam. And this is the fundamental formula for the dryness fraction of the steam. X is equal to ms upon ms plus mw, where ms is the mass of dry steam in the sample, mw is the mass of water in sample, and total mass m, that means ms plus mw, is equal to mass of sample. Now the types of calorimeter. So basically there are four different types of the calorimeter: barrel calorimeter, separating calorimeter, next throttling calorimeter, and at last separating and throttling calorimeter. That is sometimes known as the combined calorimeter also. So we will discuss all these different types of the calorimeter in this basic mechanical engineering video series. So let's start from the first, barrel calorimeter. Now before that, why dryness fraction of the steam is measured? The steam dryness fraction is used to quantify the amount of water within steam. In short, quality of steam is measured in terms of dryness fraction of steam. For example, if steam contains 10% water by mass, it's said to be 90% dry because of 10% of water, and so that you can say 90% is the dry portion. Means have a dryness fraction of 0.9. Here in this description, mass of the steam that is given to you over here 90% dry. So if you assume that the mass of the steam sample is 1 kg, so you can say 0.9 kg is the dry portion, and so that 0.1 kg is the water. So that you can understand the total mass of the sample is ms plus mw, that means 1 kg mass of steam sample. So if you put the value over here, ms and mw, then you can find the dryness fraction of the steam, and that is equal to 0.9. So very simple, if it is 90% dry, then simply you can say the dryness fraction of the steam is 0.9, and from that you can realize that the 90% of the steam sample is dry and the 10% by mass is the water particles. Now the first calorimeter, that is the barrel calorimeter. So let's see the feature of the barrel calorimeter. It is used to measure approximate dryness fraction of the steam. So very important, with the help of the barrel calorimeter you can measure only the approximate dryness fraction of the steam. So now I am going to draw the figure of the barrel calorimeter. Look at over here carefully so that you can draw the same thing in the examination. So this is the first outer vessel and inner vessel. So you can say it is the inner vessel and this one is the outer vessel. And these both vessels are separated by the wooden block. So these two are the wooden block. So I can write over here wooden blocks. And then the annular space is filled with some insulating material, and that is covered by cap. So you can say this is the wooden cover. Initially it is partially filled by water. There is a thermometer inside the barrel calorimeter to measure the temperature of the water. So this is thermometer. Next, this is the sampling pipe, and here it is the perforated portion of the end of the sample pipe. So you can say it is perforated pipe. That means holes are provided, and here pressure gauge is attached so that you can measure the pressure of the steam. Next, one valve is provided, and with the help of this valve you can control the sample of the steam. So this is the stop valve, and then it is connected with the main steam pipe. So this is actually the sampling pipe with perforated hole. So you can say sampling tube with perforation, and that is connected with the main steam pipe. So this is the steam mains, from where you can take the sample of the steam to measure the dryness fraction of the steam. And at last, this barrel calorimeter placed on the weight platform. So this is actually the weight platform, or you can say weighing platform. Now the principle of the barrel calorimeter. Heat lost by steam is exactly equal to the heat gained by the water plus heat gained by the calorimeter. So this is the principle. Based on that, you can measure the dryness fraction of the steam. Now, working of barrel calorimeter. Now first, measure the weight of the calorimeter. Water equivalent of calorimeter is calculated with the help of the known value like specific heat of water, mass of copper, etc. The necessary amount of the water, that means MW, is taken in the calorimeter. So here you can see this is the initial water that is filled in the barrel calorimeter. So you can measure the mass of the water with the help of this weighing platform. And its initial temperature T1 is noted with the help of this thermometer. Now when steam passes through the water, the steam comes in contact with this water. So when this valve is open, so from the steam mains, the steam passes through this valve, it will come out from this pipe and it mixes with the water that is in the barrel calorimeter, so that steam condenses and give its entire enthalpy of evaporation, that means HFG, and some part of its sensible heat, that means HF1 minus HF2, to this water. Due to that heat transfer, water temperature is increased, and that is measured with the help of the thermometer. Let's say it is T2 temperature. Due to the condensation of the steam, mass of this water will increase, and that is once again measured with the help of the weighing platform. So initially the mass of the water is measured with the help of the weighing platform, and now once again the total mass is measured with the help of the weighing platform. So from the total mass, if you subtract the mass of the water, then you will get the mass of the steam that is actually condensed over here. Now next, this is the main principle. Heat lost by steam, that is exactly equal to the heat gained by the water plus heat gained by the calorimeter. And you know that heat lost by steam, that is actually in the two form, enthalpy of evaporation and sensible heat. HF1 minus HF2, that is corresponding to the temperature T1, and T2, that is exactly equal to the heat gained by water. So here the temperature of the water will increase, and that is called as the heat gained by water, and that is Cp delta T. It is the water, so you can say it is Cpw, and so that it is multiplied by mass of water into delta T, that means change in temperature of water, and that is sensed by the thermometer. Next, heat gained by calorimeter, that is once again mCp delta T. This is the change in temperature of the calorimeter. Cpc, that is the specific heat of the equivalent calorimeter, and mc is the mass of the calorimeter. So with the help of that, you can find the dryness fraction of the steam. Now the limitation of the barrel calorimeter. First, heat loss from the calorimeter is ignored because of some amount of the heat is always lost, and that is not considered in this equation. So it gives approximate lower value because of heat loss from the calorimeter is ignored. So put your valuable feedback on the comment box for motivating me to make more videos. Thanks my dear friends for watching this.